you are having a good day so far. Today we'll be doing our grade 4 English lesson on possessive pronouns. So we'll be doing our grade 4 English lesson on possessive pronouns. And before we start with our lesson, you're going to log into aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged into aplusstudents.ca with your username as well as your password, so we log in with our username as well as our password. Then we're going to select the subject of language arts. So we have our logged in with our name, with our username and password, language arts. You're going to go to grade 4, and then we're going to scroll down up until we get to the chapter of possessive pronouns. So possessive pronoun. So this is our chapter, which is possessive pronouns. Our subject is English language arts, grade 5, and the lessons that we are going to be focusing on is to identify possessive nouns as well as to use possessive pronouns. Sorry. So we're going to identify possessive nouns and we're going to use possessive pronouns. And we are doing our tutorial lesson on aplusstudents.ca. So we're doing this tutorial lesson on aplusstudents.ca. All right, so now we're going to start, right, on possessive pronouns. So before we start, a pronoun takes the place of a noun or takes the place of nouns, right? And some possessive pronouns, they come before a noun. So some possessive pronouns, they come before a noun. Okay. So some possessive pronouns, they come before a noun, like literally just before the noun. And they are my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. And an example of that is, or example of, let's say, possessive pronouns, right? We can say is that is Tasha's car. or that is her car. So that is Tasha's car. And then the other one is that is her car. So we said some possessive nouns that come before a noun. And then we have some possessive nouns or pronouns which appear without a noun. So it appears without a noun. They are mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs. So we said that some possessive pronouns appear without a name. And then we made mention of the common for basically possessive pronouns. So we see that we have on the one side some possessive pronouns that come before a noun, and the other side some possessive that comes, let's say, without a noun. All right, so now when it comes to the possessives without a noun, right, without a noun, I'd say this is Tasha's car. So like we said, that is Tasha's car. Or we can say that is hers. Good. So this is examples of, let's say, appossessive pronouns. Now let's go to a plus students.ca. All right, so we're going into the first lesson, which is identify possessive pronouns. So some of the possessive pronouns that come before a noun. For example, that is Tasha's car. That is her car. After her. So we said some of the pronouns they come before a noun, and then some of the pronouns they appear without a noun, right? Mhm. And remember, if we select the possessive pronoun, then it is us replacing, let's say, somebody's name with a title, right? Not a title, with another name, but a pronoun. Replacing it by a pronoun. And here they say select the pronoun, the possessive pronoun. Alan, he likes going out with his friends. So Alan likes going out with his friends. So we need to select the possessive pronoun. And if we select the possessive pronoun, then we will say his, right? So Alan liked going out with his friends, and he's being our executive, being our pronoun. So he's being the pronoun. And here we need to select the possessive pronoun. All of my birthday cake is gone. So all of my birthday cake is gone. And if we look at the profile, so my is the possessive pronoun. And then we also have the girls will take their suitcases outside. So the girls will take their suitcases outside, which means that there is also our pronoun. So when it comes to our pronoun or possessive pronoun, right, we have identified my within the first sentence and there within the second sentence. All right, so now we're going to our test. And on our test, we will be able to identify and continue pronouns. So we need to select all my birthday. We need to we need to select the possessive pronoun. All of my birthday cake is gone. So is it is or my? So all of my birthday cake is gone. We need to select the possessive pronoun. So if we select the possessive pronoun, we will say all of my children cake is gone. So my is the correct answer. We need to select the possessive pronoun. That was our last vacation ever. That was our last holiday forever. So that was the best possessive team. And that was our best ever vacay. All right. Select the possessive pronoun. That was our best vacation ever. Mhm. So we need to select the possessive pronoun, right? It says that was our best vacation ever. Remember, we are talking about our possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns. It takes the place of a possessive noun, right? Or possessive pronoun. So remember, if we say possessive, then we can say our, right? Because was is basically just going to be like almost like tense. So it is our, right? The possessive pronoun. So the possessive pronouns are like our, me, him, she, it, they, and so on. And this one says we need to select the possessive pronoun. The girls will take their suitcases out. So the girls will take their suitcases out. So is it take or their? The pronoun that takes the place of the noun. So take or their. And this one says that the girls will take their suitcases outside. And we said they. No, not take their. Because remember, take is a verb. So we need to select the Possessive pronoun. Peter likes going out with his friends. So Peter likes going out with his friends. So here it says we need to select the possessive pronoun. Firstly, you need to know that a pronoun, it takes the place of a noun. It's literally in place of a noun. So if you have a so Peter likes going out with his friends. Peter like going out with his friends. Is it with or his? So Peter likes to go out with his friends. Do I say with or do I say his? With or his? And we said Peter likes going out with his friends. And yet it says Peter likes going out with his friends. Is it with or is it his? Is it with or his? And then we will say his. All right. Okay. Let me do this. Let me go back where we need to identify possessive pronouns. Okay. So if a possessive pronoun, right? So firstly, a pronoun. A pronoun, it takes the place of a noun, right? So if the noun, for example, is, let's say, Tasha, right? Tasha is the noun. Then if we want to say Tasha's car at work, then somebody is going to say her car, right? So the word her, it shows possessiveness, right? It's a possessive noun, right? It is Tasha's car or it is her car, right? So you can either repeat a name by saying it's Tasha's car, or you can just say it is her car, right? So that is, for example, possessive pronouns. So you get the singular possessives and then you get the plural possessive, right? Um, they don't necessarily say singular and plural possessive, but the way it is written out, you can see it's either singular as well as plural. And then you even have ones that's like ours and theirs and hers and his, right? So basically, it is a pronoun like a possessive noun. It is a pronoun, and this pronoun takes the place of a noun, right? So this word, it takes the place of a noun, which becomes a pronoun, but that's a possessive pronoun. Because like we say, if we are talking about her car, then we can say it is Tasha's car. If we're talking about her dress, then we'll say it is Tasha's dress, right? Or we can just say her dress, his dress, their dress, for example. That is possessive pronoun. And then we said some possessive pronouns appear without a name, and they are mine, yours, his, hers, it's ours, and theirs. So now we're going on to the next one where we use possessive pronouns. So we identified the possessive pronouns. Now we're going to use possessive pronouns. So we are going to now use possessive pronouns. And we said some possessive pronouns that come before a noun. And they are my, your, his, her, its, our, and they. So these are words or nouns, pronouns that comes before a noun. And then we have some more pronouns, right, which is it appears without the noun. For example, mine, yours, his, hers, it's, ours, and even theirs. So, for example, if we maybe say words like her car, his car, their bag, right? Then those are possessive pronouns. All right, so here it says now we need to complete the sentence with the correct possessive pronoun, right? Those calendars belongs to Shelby and Robbie. So some possessive pronouns, we said it comes before a noun. So here they say, if we look at the little sentence or activity, right, it says, those calendars belong to Shelby and Robbie. And then we say they are calendars. So they are calendars. It is their calendars. And now when it comes to the meaning, let's say the definition, we said some pronouns or possessive pronouns, sorry, they come before a noun and they are mine, yours, his, her, it's, and our animal, there, right? And the same with some possessive pronouns, which appears to be, let's say, a boss, right? So some possessive pronouns are without a noun, and they are mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs, right? So which means that when you replace someone's name, and you need to put in the possessive pronoun within that sentence, you don't have to constantly chop and change, right? If we're just talking about Tasha's car, then we say Tasha's car and we say her car, right? So we complete the sentence with the correct possessive pronoun. That ladder belongs to Ron. It's a, it is, do we say it is his ladder or it is him ladder? So the ladder belongs to Ron. So we said, remember a pronoun replaces the name. It replaces the name of someone or something. So here they're saying that ladder belongs to Ron. So that ladder belongs to Ron. So then we can say it is, instead of saying it is Ron's ladder, right? Because we can say it is Ron's ladder. Or we can say it is his ladder or his sister's ladder. And we said that it is Ron's ladder, but we can also say it is his ladder. And his was the correct word. So we had to complete the sentence with the correct pronoun, and the ladder belongs to Ron, which is, so we're going to complete the sentence with the correct possessive pronoun, right? And those boxes belong to Mr. and Mrs. Sloan. They are, do we say they are their boxes or they are her boxes? So they are their boxes. So possessive pronouns. So possessive pronoun. So those boxes belong to Mr. and Mrs. Sloan. And then we can say they are, for both Mr. and Mrs. Sloan, we can say it is their box. For both Mr. and Mrs. Sloan, we say it's theirs. If it was just Mrs. Sloan, we would have said her. And the mirror belongs to you. So we can say that minor belongs to you. It is, do we say it is your minor or it is you minor? So that minor belongs to you. And then I just say it is, do we say it is your minor or it is you minor? All right, so we can say that we need to complete the sentence with the correct possessive pronoun. That minor belongs to you. Remember, a minor is like a child, right? And then we say it is it your minor if it belongs to you, or it is you minor? Remember, if we read the sentence, that words plus the sentence, the pronoun. That mirror belongs to you, or we can say it is. Do we say it is you mirror or it is your mirror? So that minor belongs to you. It is your minor. So your, Y-O-U-R, your minor. So we said your minor. So it's your minor, not you, but your minor. And those dogs belongs to them. So those dogs belong to them. So if the dogs belong to them, do we say they are their dogs or they are them dogs? So those dogs belongs to them. So if the dogs belong to them, we need to complete the sentence with the correct possessive pronoun. The dogs belong to him, which means that the dogs belong to him. Then we can say they are, do we say they are their dogs or they are them dogs? So if we say once again, those dogs belong to them, then we can say they are their dogs because it already belongs to them. So we can't say them and them dogs. It is their dogs, right? So it's their dogs, not them dogs. And that saddle belongs to her. That saddle belongs to her. So we say that the saddle belongs to her. And if the saddle belongs to her, do we say it is her saddle? It is her man's saddle. All right. So that is basically now our lesson on possessive pronouns. Thank you very much for joining and for being cooperative. Grade 3, grade 4 is honestly appreciated, right? So we said possessive pronouns. Remember, a pronoun, let's start with the pronoun. A pronoun, it takes the place of a noun or nouns, right? And now a possessive pronoun, it basically shows what belongs to either that specific person or things that belongs to that person, right? So for example, we will definitely put the person's name with an apostrophe S, or when we have to add the pronouns, for example, nowadays the what you can just do is you can, let me just go back. So basically, yep. So when it comes to possessive pronouns, we see that the possessive pronouns, it comes before a noun, and then our common possessive pronouns are my, your, his, her, is, our, their, and the plural one is mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs. So grateful. This is the end of our lesson on possessive pronouns. Thank you very much for interacting and for joining our class today. So you must have a good evening further. Goodbye.